Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and I am finally getting around to making this video. We're going to go through an old series, Auto World Licensed Premium, Release 2, which I believe was released around 2015, maybe slightly earlier. I'm not really 100% sure. They didn't put the years on these things at that time. They also didn't do production numbers either, so we don't know how many are made and all of that. This is what you're looking at here is this 1967 Ford Mustang GT. It is the last Ultra Red that I needed to complete this series. And I got it some time ago, and I was meaning to make this video now where I go through all of them like I do with, anytime I complete an Auto World release, I do one of these videos where I show you all the regulars and the Ultra Reds for the whole series. So yeah, this is an old series, so it took me a while to complete this one. I could have threw some money at the problem and bought this a lot earlier, but I waited for a good deal on it and got it finally. And with some stuff, I'm just patient enough. So if you're not familiar with the licensed premium release, they came in this kind of clamshell packaging with an acrylic case. The car in the case, obviously, here. These, I believe, retailed for $5.99. I want to say they were $6 at Walmart is where you could find them. Also, they were sold at Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure where else they were sold, but all right, here you go. You can see everything that's in the release here. We got Top Gear Series, Magazine Series, and Silver Screen Series, and that's what they mean by licensed. Not that they're licensed castings, but that they have some sort of licensing other than that. Like, for instance, this is Top Gear. Featured in Season 9, Episode 6. So, we'll look at this Mustang actually last. This was number 1 in the series. We'll start with number 2, and then we'll loop back to number 1 and get this guy opened up. So, again, very, very cool to finally complete this. We're going to start with this Mustang Mach 1 right here. In dark green metallic, 1971 Ford Mustang Mach 1. So this is the second release of this tooling. It was released in the first licensed premium series, if I'm remembering correctly. It was, right? Yeah, it was. And it's a cool color green. Really, really cool. Of course, it's the Mustang Mach 1 casting that you probably know and love from Auto World, hopefully. It's got an opening hood. All their castings basically have an opening hood. So it has a spoiler. It's got Top Gear on the license plate. All the details that you love. So basically, these are the same as your current premium releases. The license premium was just a release that they did 3 times, and they came with that acrylic case. Other than that, they are the same castings. Copyright dated 2013 on the bottom of this one. Oh, you can see production date codes. That will kind of give us a hint as well. So 2013 is when this was made. So I'm guessing this was actually released in 2014. So very, very nice, beautiful metallic green. And then the next one here is a classic color. This is, of course, in grabber blue, and also has the silver accents on the hood. Very nice looking Mach 1. Little, what is that back there? A little paint issue right there. I wonder if I can get that off. Anyway, anytime I see these cars available, these Mach 1s in these 2 colors, if I ever see them, I pick them up. If someone's selling them or anything like that, and they're cheap, I will go ahead and grab them. I don't know how many of each of these I have. I may have extras, I'm not really sure. But yeah, because I hoard Auto World. Anyway, this is a beautiful one in blue, and then the Ultra Red. Now, this Ultra Red I got loose a while back. It's got some issues, but mainly the spoiler on the back has a little crack in it right here. It's a little dusty. It's a little dirty. There's some dust on the inside and stuff like that. But I actually do have this one carded as well. So this will stay on display. And I got a carded backup. If someday I want to replace it, I can. But here you go. We don't know the production number on these. What I can tell you, though, is the way Auto World did the Ultra Reds back then. I wish they would bring this back for at least a series or two. But they do, so Ultra Red body and then white accents on the body. So where this was silver is now white. The spoiler is white instead of the silver. Same with the stripe on the side. So, as you can see there, and the trim on the bottom. So, there you go. Pretty neat. I like that. I like that idea. All right, so that's that one. That was number 2. Number 3 was this guy right here, this 2011 Callaway Corvette in white. This was your version A. This is a really nice casting. It was originally slated for the Auto World True LE line, and it's got inserted details for headlights. Very detailed motor under the hood there. And, of course, all metal. Again, a 2013 production date code, November of 2013. And there it is in white. Now, this, I should say, too, this License Premium Release 2 is definitely more difficult to find these cars. They're not as available as the Premium Release 1. They did not release as many of these. But very, very cool in white. And then version B was in black with chrome rims. Just your basic white and then black. Looks fantastic. Such a nice release. And then the Ultra Red is right here. So if anybody that's watching this has any idea on production numbers of this series, definitely let me know. I'd be interested to find out. So again, white accent. And yeah, so really nice looking Ultra Red. So there's that. And then Chevelle. So this was in the magazine series. What magazine? With Hemmings or something? No, Car and Driver. All right, so this one is in Marina Blue Metallic. It's a 1966 Chevy Chevelle SS396. It's a beautiful color for this car. You get red line wheels, opening hood. Just a really nice color for this Chevelle. Really nice looking car. And then on the version B was in this light gold metallic kind of champagne-ish color. And this actually was the first licensed premium Auto World I ever picked up, was this one right here. And really, once I got this sucker out of the package and had it, there was a stretch there where Walmart wasn't getting much for like Hot Wheels and stuff like that back in the day. Looking at the code here. And I was like just kind of picking up Auto World here and there. I'm like, I'm just going to grab one, take some pictures of it and stuff. And then I'm like, man, these are so high quality and so awesome. I'm going to get more. And, you know, soon after it was all over, and I tried to be an Auto World completionist, and we're still here trying to meet those goals. Just, especially when you include the Ultra Reds, it's really tough. I do have a full regular set of Auto World. But beautiful in this champagne color. This is the one that's been in my collection the longest. So, how's that for fun? So, there's those two. Oh, and then, of course, the Ultra Red, which is right here. Not much for the white accents on this one. Where do we got them? I think just right there on the hood. That's white instead of silver, or chrome, or whatever. Oh, and the stripe along the side is also white, which that stripe is actually not even present in the other cars. So that is kind of neat. So very cool there. Now you'd think, though, me being a Trans Am fan, that you know, these next two would have been my first adds to the collection. But these ones got bought up pretty quick at my Walmart. They did not hang on the pegs very long. This is the 1976 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. This is gloss red. Kind of an orangish red. Pretty cool. Got a little bit of a gap back there. You can see light coming through where the spoiler meets the body. Focus a little bit here. Let's open that hood. There you go there. Awesome casting, awesome tooling. One of my favorite all-time Auto World toolings. And it's just rad. And then version B is in black. Right here. And yeah, by now I've got multiples of each of these just hoarded away. The black one and the red one. Again, anytime I see them and they're cheap, I just grab them, which now happens very infrequently. I'm just looking at the date on the bottom again, 2013. And yeah, in gloss black. Beautiful job with this casting. Just really nice. Probably the best 1/64 scale Firebird. Second gen Firebird. It definitely beats the green light. Alright, and then the Ultra Red. And the Ultra Red, we get white accent is on the bird, which is pretty awesome. And Trans Am in the back is also a white accent. Nice looking Ultra Red. Again, 2013 date. So it looks like these are all November 2013. And now here's where it gets interesting. So the next one is number 6 in the series. The last one in the series is Silver Screen. And it was the Christine. And here it is. So the interesting part about this is whatever the production numbers for these are, this one's definitely going to be double because this is the version A and it is also the version B car. So whether you got it in the version A set or the version B set, it is the same car. There is nothing different about it. It all had the blacked out windows. Let's check the date code on the bottom. This is a 2014 date code. So, and later in 2014 too, August 27, 2014. I don't know. So it's the other confusing thing about this, and I think this one, I'm pretty sure this loose one came out of a clamshell one, just like the other releases. It may not have, though, because they did also, and I have multiples of this car. I've got it. I think this one actually, oh God, I don't know. I think this one came out of a clamshell. I'm pretty sure it did. I do have multiples of it still carded in the clamshell, in this type packaging right here. But they did also release this as a hobby release or whatever in straight packs that was available on AutoWorldStore.com and also available to hobby dealers. So there was a ton of this one produced, as far as I know. And you're going to have various date codes on it because I think they kept producing this car. Now, I don't know, you know, again, I have no idea on production numbers. I know there's no differences, though, between the carded one, like the regular cardboard carded one that they released in hobby releases and the clamshell package one that they released in stores. I don't think there's any difference. And there's also no difference in the Ultra Red. Now this, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat, this is a cheater for this series because this Ultra Red did not come in the clamshell. I opened it up. It came in a cardboard packaged card, whatever, from the hobby release. I got this at a car show one time from a hobby dealer, and it was on card as that release. Now, it's still, I believe, is exactly the same as the Ultra Red that would have been found on the card. Now that I'm looking at it, though, I'm wondering, and I should try to find out if the one that actually came on this, the Ultra Red that came on this card, did it have a white accent for here? If anybody knows the you know, that detail, I'd be really happy to find out if I still need to chase one of these down or not. Because if it's the exact same loose car, I really don't care. I mean, I'd like to maybe get a card one just to have. But if it is the exact same, I don't care. But if this accent right here, the silver bit, if that's white on the release that was put into a clamshell in the actual License Premium Release 2, somebody please let me know if they have it. Send me a picture because I want to know if that's the case. I never looked close enough, and I didn't even think about it, honestly, until now. And then you can see the date code on here is what gives it away that it's not from the release. 5/10/2017. Okay? So that goes to show you how long they kind of made this particular car. Now, this is how you know for sure it is not in this licensed premium release too in the clamshell. And now I know pretty much for sure this one was, because this is 2014 day code. My guess is that they did 2 different runs of this licensed premium release 2. They probably ran it once, and then they probably sold out, and they probably ran it again because they didn't have predetermined production numbers. So, they could do that. Greenlight does that, I think, a lot, too. That's why they don't really release their production numbers, because I think if they sell out of a first run, they will do a second run of the same series if they keep selling, and why not? Because they want to keep selling them. So, interesting point on this series is these Christines. And if anybody has any other information on it, my buddy at Round 2, if you're watching, Mike, if you have any information, definitely give me a holler and let me know what the deal is with that. And, any other general information about this series. All right, lastly, we're getting to the final here. This is number 1 in the series, 1967 Ford Mustang GT in metallic blue with white stripes. This is such a beautiful release of this car. The color is gorgeous. The paint is just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. There's a look inside there. And man, the quality of these are just fantastic. Here you go, 2013 date code. I shouldn't even say it's a date code. It's literally a date. It's not like something you have to decode. But really cool. KS189. I don't know the significance of the license plate, but I'm guessing this is the one that was featured in that Top Gear episode. But it's a beauty. It's a beauty in blue. It looks great also in red. And here it is in red. Just awesome. So gloss red, or just red, or whatever. It is glossy with the white stripes. Looks quite fantastic. Again, we'll just take a look at the date. 2013 again, November. So it appears that all these came from the first run, except for that Christine car, which is interesting. And then, of course, lastly, we need to get this thing open. All right, so we got a cutter with a scissors. I'm going to get on that right now. You don't have to witness that. You'll hear it. And opening this car up. Pulling the clamshell out. We'll set it right here. And yeah. Well, here, if you want to read this is kind of neat. You can pause it if you want. Interesting, huh? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. I'm interested to see what the date is on the bottom of this one, too. All right, so here we go. This is all it was. They come with a little plastic insert like this, acrylic case like this. Nice clear acrylic. Pretty nice, high quality. Definitely like a thicker plastic and stuff like that you get with like your M2 type releases in clamshells. And then you get like the little thing. Now the casting doesn't screw down to that, so that might annoy you if you're used to collecting in these clamshells. But it's okay with me. I end up saving these. This is a 2013 production date. I do save these just in case I need to package them up. Just like the old boxes from the premium release, I saved those too. So pretty cool. So here she is. And, same deal. We get white accents, which you get on the regular car anyway too. I don't think there's any added graphic or anything like that. But it does look nice in ultra red, and it finally completes my display where I will be able to display these together. We got a wonky wheel. It's not quite on straight, but who cares? I'm not going to be rolling it down. And I got a really good deal on this car. Finally pulled the trigger on it, and finally got her added. And that's going to be it. So you guys, let me know what was your favorite in this series. It's hard for me to pick a favorite. If we're just going regular release, it's just really difficult. This was a really solid release. I love this blue Mustang. I really do. It's beautiful. But I also I like that in blue, but I also like it in champagne. The Trans Ams, I mean, Christine, the Mustang Mach 1, the Callaway Corvette's actually really cool too. Not the best colors that this has come out in, but it's a really nice, high quality casting. Very, very neat, and I just like it. So again, if any of you have any more information you want to add to this this video, just go ahead and comment it down in the comments. I'll watch for that. And if there's any useful tidbits, I will pin that comment to the top so that everybody can read it and garner some more information. So thank you guys again very much for watching. Finally happy to complete this series. If you like this video and you haven't seen the other ones, I have done a lot of other series of Auto World in this fashion where we go through the entire series, including the Ultra Reds. So I've done one for every series I've completed so far. So there's quite a few. Go check them out. And thank you guys very much again. Have a good day.